So if the resistance band feels too tight, maybe you want a towel instead. But we're just using it. We're not actually using it as the resistance band. We're just using it to keep our arms apart is what we're doing basically. So you can take either the resistance band or a towel, and we're just gonna stretch is really what we're doing. This is the mobility part. So I'm just gonna stretch real long and strong above my head to begin with. Really kind of stretch your back out, your core, your calves. Just hard to keep balance sometimes in the uneven grass. I was just listening to a podcast yesterday and they were talking about, like, people say walking is the best exercise, right? She's on it. That's what we're doing next. So a little side to side. But they were saying, and I never thought of it this way, but they were talking about how walking is all forward motion, and it's true. So, and if you think about it, like us as women, we're always forward motion, right? You're doing dishes, you're doing it in front of you, you're doing laundry, you're whatever, cooking. It's always forward motion. So getting your bodies to move in opposite directions is really good. Like, I've even heard them talk about like walking backwards on purpose. If you think about, like, we're animals, right? Or of the same kind of idea. Animals in the wild, right? Like, they're moving in all different directions, not just in a forward motion. So, all right, take it and put it behind your back. This one kills me. And we're going to try to raise it. The lady that I watch on Instagram, who is super mobile, her name is Vanya. If any of you have ever seen her, she can take this and literally put it down to the floor. So we're taking it and we're bending and going all the way in reverse. She literally can touch her feet. It's insane. She's so flexible. This guy. Yeah, exactly. It's hard. Good over here. Yeah. So go as far as you are able, and we'll just do it a couple of times. Try to get a little further each time. Really stretch it out. All right, you can set that aside, and we're gonna do some, if you can, touch your toes, right? If you can't touch your toes, bend your knees slightly and get as far as you can get. So you can do it. Also, you could, spread your legs slightly apart, right? So that you're getting as low as you can. Kind of work into it. All right. Now, I am not very flexible today. I was working all weekend, standing a pergola and pulling weights. So I feel very stiff today. But the next step is to take that same position and literally try to tap your toes. So forward, which is incredibly hard. So I am no master at this whatsoever. Another thing you could do would be just to, just to raise your heels. If you're not able to move your foot, just raise your heels, because then you are lengthening your reach. Again, this crazy lady I follow can literally like touch her hands, and I'm not there yet. Really feel that one. All right, let's do a low squat. So just feet like shoulder width, maybe just a tad more apart. Crouch down and get as low as you can. I don't know where I heard it, but I heard it on something talking about how other cultures, like, this is a common way to sit. So, like, let's go eat some dinner at a table and this is your chair, that they just go in this position. So yeah, kind of crazy.
They do it from, like, they're always doing it. They never stop.
Exactly.
That's why we lose flexibility, because we stop.
Exactly. Yeah, we're so sedentary that we lose that mobility, right?
Right.
Okay. Next one is even harder. So do what you can do, but we're doing kind of the same thing. I'm going to spread my feet a little further apart. We're crouching down, but then we're going to take our knees and put our knees to the ground. Again, this is your hip mobility here, right? That you can feel. And, you know, the lower you go, right, the harder it is, for sure. If you can't go all the way down, just go as far as you're able. You feel it in your hips? I feel it.
Feel it right here.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to crouch back down. And then what I'm going to do is just knees in and extend them out. So like in, out, in, out. Was your daughter's name Olivia?
Olivia, yeah.
Does she play volleyball at all?
I mean, we play like in the yard, but not actual volleyball.
Okay, well that's not our net. That's the rec department, but my girls brought a volleyball, so that's why I wondered maybe she would play volleyball. Okay, next, put your feet together. And we are going to sink down, put our hands behind us. So kind of like if you think about the crab walk kind of idea, right? But what we're going to do is extend our knees forward. Get as far as you can and touch the ground with your knees if you're able. That's the goal, is to get our knees as far forward as possible. Got another beautiful day, didn't we? This is like the best weather. Okay, last one. We're gonna flip over, hands and knees. So hands and knees, and we're gonna take, you can choose whichever arm you want to do first, but arm in, and then we're gonna extend it up. So in and then up. And let's just do it like 5 times maybe on each side. And then switch sides. Over here by the computer.
How come you aren't playing music?
Because I'm talking at this time and I don't want to yell.
I need to get my water bottle.
Okay.
Or
Over by the computer. All right. And then let's just give a nice low back stretch after you got those in. And then lean forward, hips to the ground, hands in front of you, and just push your upper body up. All right. Feeling mobile? All right, grab a quick drink and we will move into the strength portion. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is just quickly run through what the exercises are, and I'll still tell you in between, but just so before we get into it, I don't have to spend as much time. It's hard to talk and rest at the same time between, right? So there's a total of 8 strength exercises followed by like 2, we'll call them cardio exercises, even though whatever, that's just what I'll call them. So the first 8 strength exercises are going to be a single leg staggered squat. So you're going to do 1 foot. So like if I do my right leg, my left leg is just there for more stability. I'm not putting as much weight on it. Okay. And again, choose your weight, or you can always use body weight. Again, to modify, just don't go as far down. So I'm going to just go down. Again, trying to use mainly, you don't have to do it with your foot in the air, but I'm just trying to demonstrate that the weight is on your one leg. Okay. So we will do right leg, then we'll switch to left leg, followed by a lateral raise. I always try to kind of, when I'm doing these, be really nice and like switch between upper body, lower body. So now our lower body gets to rest. Lateral raise is simply going like this. And these are challenging. They really are. I mean, I do a heavier weight for a lot of my exercises, but when it comes to the lateral raise, I go way down in weight usually. So that's number 3. Number 4 is going to be a curtsey lunge. Again, we'll do a right left. So I'm going to do like this. All right. Just right leg. Then we'll switch and we'll do just left leg. All right. Followed by a chest fly. So that one we will be laying down for, and you're doing this. All right. So we're not pressing up. We're going out like this. That would be your chest fly. All right, number 7 is a rear lunge to a leg raise. So I'm going to go down, right leg, lift that leg up, down, and then up. And then I will switch to the left leg. So right leg, then left leg, and that's number 8. So those are our 8 strength exercises. The 2 cardio that I'm calling, we'll do 10 jumping jacks, followed by 10 burpees. All right. So that's one time through the circuit. We'll do the circuit 3 times. So for those timekeepers, even though Jenny's not here today, it's about a total of, because we're doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So it's going to be about like 25 minutes or so. Okay. So are you ready? I'm going to lose my fleece here before I get started because I'm feeling warm already. All right, so first one again is going to be that single leg staggered squat. I'm going to turn the music on now since I won't have to talk as much.
That's not that.
Got my speaker up to find out. Oh, just one of those days. You guys saw me test it, did you not? Get it. Things just don't want to connect today. Unsuccessful. Must be the clouds or something. Doesn't want to connect, you guys. We can't have our music.
Try disconnecting it and then connecting.
I did. I even tried turning off my Bluetooth, turning it back on.
I can sing if you guys know. For it.
I love the music, helps me just stay
I know, you
pumped.
don't-
All right, why will it not connect? I don't get it. Is somebody else connected to it by any chance? That it's blocking me out? It can sometimes, but see if it's a JBL Clip 4 is what it is. I know I've had that happen at home, like when the kids are all.
Maybe the kids.
No, my kids aren't here though, so they wouldn't be. You know, my big kids, my little kids don't have. No.
Can you hit the pairing button on it? Sometimes if there's a pairing button on that,
Yeah.
that'll force. Might have, yeah.
Because it didn't connect.
Yeah.
Can't see the lights in the sun. All right, let's try.
Here we go.
Oh, we got it. Okay, but it's not loud enough. Okay, there we go. So that single, oh, more technology. Need my timer. All right, I promise, Nicole, I had this going much more smooth last time. I don't know, but like I did not have this many difficulties the last 2 times. Okay. Staggered squat. One leg. So pick whichever leg you want. Right leg. Try not to lose the weight on that opposite leg. You can put your arm out to help with balance. You fix straight ahead. That's helpful as well. You know, pick a focal point. So Alyssa's my focal point here, straight ahead of you. Helps you keep that balance.
Three, two,
20 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the left leg. All right, get ready. Here we go. Leg. Thing. Right leg is for stability. Another statistic I heard in this podcast, and I had to actually re-listen this morning because I was like, what was that? But you know, they were talking about the walking and just forward motion and how you really need strength for your fast twitch fibers to build those fibers. Because those are the things that, like, if you trip and you need to catch yourself, those are the fibers that are going to help you to catch yourself quickly and rest. Moving into the lateral raise next, okay? And they were talking about how if you're over 50, which I'm over 50, and you fall and like break a hip, the mortality rate, percent. I think that's huge. They didn't say yes. And I've heard other, Dr. Vonda Wright, she wrote a book called Unbreakable. She's an orthopedic surgeon. She gave the same statistics, and she gives a very detailed like picture of what it's like when she encounters a woman who's just broken her hip, laying in her hospital bed, incontinent, unable to move, excruciating pain. Rest. Next, we're moving into that curtsey lunge. So I would just use one weight probably for that. We'll do right leg, then switch to left leg. So again, really great reasons to keep building some muscles as you age. So curtsey is just to the side. And again, we're just doing one leg, and then we'll switch to the other. Yep. Sure, absolutely. Yeah. But varying it even from walking to biking to swimming to, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's so many ways you can do it. And rest. Did you? That's funny. Yeah. Using different muscles, right? So
Workouts at home, they were called walk away to town,
yeah.
and everything was like walking.
Yeah. All right. Left leg this time, switch leg.
On the way years ago, like that. So
But I do think,
it's simple, but it was like I always got my heart rate up. I
Yeah.
got funny, like, but it was difficult.
I think your needs change slightly with age. So what may have worked in your 20s or 30s doesn't work the same in your 40s and 50s, you know?
Three, two, one.
Moving to the mat for our chest fly. Breathe. And here we go. Stop and over to the side.
Three, two, one.
And we're moving into that rear lunge with the leg lift. So that's just going back like this and then lifting your leg. If that feels challenging, just do the rear lunge, just go halfway down, you know, comfortable. One leg. So I'm starting with right, and then we will switch to left.
Three,
And then we will switch sides. This is number 8, guys. So this is our last strength exercise in the circuit. And go opposite leg.
three, two, one.
So we're moving next to those 10 jumping jacks. That's too hard. You can always just up a ball, right? Oh, I didn't count. 9, 10. Okay. I was actually going to pause it during this part. Forgot. Okay. Now we're doing 10 burpees. So burpees, if you're unfamiliar, down, kick back, up. All right. If you want to modify, go down, one leg, one leg, one leg, one leg, right? Do it just in a slower pace, okay? All right, here we go. 10. Come with me so I don't get off. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. All right, take a drink. And we'll rest just for a minute here in between circuits. And then we'll repeat. If you're not huffing and puffing a little, you need heavier weights.
3,
Oh yeah, I'm resetting the timer to where 20 more seconds here. Okay, so we're going back into that staggered squat. Right leg, left leg for balance. We're not really counting these, in case you haven't noticed. Go at your own pace. So if you need to go slower, or if you want to go faster, you can go at the pace that's comfortable for you. We're just working for 40 seconds.
3, 1.
Another lady I love to follow on YouTube, Carolyn Gervin, she'll say, we're not working for as many reps, we're working for as many quality reps. So really getting your body stable, using the muscles the way the exercise is intended is going to take you further than trying to pound out as many fast as you can. Let's go. Here we go. Almost there.
3, 2, 1.
All right, then we're moving into the lateral raise. All right. Didn't say so. Let's bend your knees. Make sure you're keeping your core tight and back nice and straight. You don't want to be like this, arching our back, shoulders back. Stick your booty out. Actually, another Instagram, which I actually have not been on social media much this weekend at all, but ones I did see were pertinent. She was talking about your butt being a flashlight. And she was using the dog illustration of how the dogs like go like this and poop. Did you see? I don't know why that came up, but I was like, okay, yeah.
1.
That's kind of funny. Rest. All right, going into the curtsey lunge, right leg first, and then we will switch to left. Go.
3, 2, 1.
We'll switch to the left leg. All right, we're moving to the mat for that chest leg.
Three. One.
All right, then the rear lunge to leg raise, right leg first, then switching to left. I feel like this is a different camp that's here today. This wasn't the one that was meeting this in the morning, like 3 to 6-year-old. I feel like this is a different crowd here. Woo, balance. Need my balance.
Three. One.
And we're switching to left side. And this is our last strength in the circuit. Go. Like squatting from weed pulling is catching up with me. Almost there.
Three.
And rest. All right. I'm gonna pause this. Then we have those all right, 10 jumping jacks. Here we go. 8, 9, 10. Ooh, all right. What do we got left? Need a breather? 20-second breather. Yep, it's the burpees. All right, let's count them out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Woo. All right, take a break. And a drink of water. Oh, dude, you look hot.
I know.
Andrew must ran to the bathroom, huh? All right, we got one more circuit. And we're out. If you need to, I may do this. Go without weight, right? Just do the motion without weight. Or again, just don't go modify and go a little lower, only go halfway. Whatever is comfortable for you. I think Andrea's doing it on purpose. I'm kidding. We'll wait for her, huh? For a minute anyway. Oh, I lost my, so dumb. Ah. All right, what do you think? Should we wait or should we keep going? Oh, here she comes. Okay, I'm gonna press start now. So we will, it's our secret. We just started. All right. So we're back to the single leg staggered squat. Left leg for stability. Here we go.
Three, two, 1.
And we will switch legs. Elena, why don't you see if Olivia wants to play too? Here. Hi, Olivia. No, she has. Why don't you go ask her? Oh, Olivia. With the long brown hair. Go ask her. Oh, we were. Okay. We got here all of a sudden. She comes out. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Moving on to the lateral raise is next. Julie, were just your kids doing the road trip? Okay, fun. I don't need it. I saw the pictures, but I didn't read it. Where were they going? Oh, nice. My daughter is thinking about going to visit her friend in Colorado at the end of July. My daughter wants to go visit her friend who's out in Colorado, who just went out to work on like a ranch for the summer. So she wants to go visit her. Her Cheyenne days or something is going on. So, oh boy. Yeah, my daughter decided to drive just so she could avoid flying.
One.
Crazy. You can get a direct flight to Denver. Why? From Appleton. You don't have to go to Chicago. Like, yeah. All right, moving into the Curtsey lunge. Yeah. They spent a ton of time in Bozeman this winter, sitting on the plane like hours because of the weather. So, round a bit, I think. All right, one leg. You can start right or left, whatever you prefer. And then we'll switch. Up there.
3, 1.
And we'll switch sides. Okay, I don't know. Did they go ask her? I don't think they left, did they? They go ask her? I didn't think they did.
Three, two, 1.
Or to the mat for our chest fly. Yes. Up, up, mat. Woo. Nobody's moving. All right. So rear lunge, leg raise, lunge, raise. All right, number 8, last one in the circuit for strength. You got this, we're almost there. Opposite leg.
3, 1.
All right, last two is those jumping jacks and burpees. I steal a quick drink here. Trying to pause it. There we go. All right, so jumping jacks. All right, and best of all, burpees. Our favorites, right? All right, just count it out. Get it done. Here we go. 1,
3, 1.
All right, take a quick drink if you need it, and we'll stretch it out just a little. All right, so just do some nice, easy stretching. Today, brought a special treat, which will feel really good. A nice, cool pina colada protein smoothie for you to sample. It's Jackley's Life Shake. And it's funny, had a customer who messaged me last night asking about what you could do for libido. She has a friend that's really struggling and she wanted to know what you could do. And I had just been studying the benefits of saffron from last week from the Cheer Up and Chill Out sample. And saffron is helpful for PMS, perimenopause, menopause, libido, mood. So I shared that with her. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, protein is so important too, because protein is the building blocks of all your hormones. So if you're not getting adequate protein, your hormones can suffer as well, right? So, a good benchmark, if you're not familiar, is like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is often thrown out there. Or I would say at least a minimum of 100 grams of protein per day. So you're a busy mom on the go, like I often am. The Life Shake is just a great quick fix. I can take it in the car with me and sip it as I'm driving around. And there's a lot of protein powders out there. But what I love about Shackley's Life Shake is it's not just protein. You're also getting fiber and you're getting vitamins, you're getting minerals. And that's huge because a lot of protein powders are just protein. So you can actually make it like a meal versus just getting your protein macronutrient in. And it's all organic as well, beyond organic. So tested for pesticides, heavy metals, which again, a lot of them are not. They've done studies and found a lot of protein powders contain contaminants. So anything else, Alyssa, that you could think of in my infomercial that I'm missing? Well, and that ingredient, that leucine, also stimulates muscle protein synthesis, which is what causes you to build muscle, that initiates that process. So it's helping you support building new lean muscle and maintaining what you already have. So, yep. All right. How you feeling? Feeling stretched? Feeling good? It is. Just been a little sticky, right? All right, so I will pour out some samples. It's nice